OK, Martin.
Right, let's do
Can we do Christmas cashback?
Triple cashback.
Triple cashback.
Single, not single, not double, triple cashback. OK, so Christmas is coming. It's the big high-spend period of the year, the period before Christmas and just after Christmas. It's when we spend most amount of money. So this is not an excuse to spend more than you normally do.
Yes.
What this is about is if you're going to be spending, get them to pay you when you spend to try and recoup some of the cost. And there are 3 ways to do this, but they're not 3 choices. You can do one, then add the second on top, then add the third on top.
So you accumulate
cashback 3 times.
Triple cashback.
OK.
OK, so where do we start? How do we do it?
Cards.
OK, go.
We start with cards, plastic that pay you to spend on them. Now, they can be credit cards, they can be debit cards. The top payers are credit cards and they're American Express, which isn't as fully usable as some of the other cards. There are 2 I'd run out. I'm not going to go through every term and condition because it'd be very boring.
No, don't worry about that.
But I'll give you the brief. So, you have the American Express Everyday Credit Card that is currently giving you 5% cash back on your spending in the first 5 months. And now, it's normally up to 3 months, so it's an extended offer. So 5% back up to a maximum of £125. So if you put 2.5 grand on the card, you'd have 125 quid cash back. That's paid after a year, but you have to put over 3 grand a year on the card to get any cash back at all.
Okay.
Now, the most important thing with doing this is we don't want to pay interest, so you must pay the card off in full every month, so you don't pay any interest. Don't miss a little bit. If you miss £1, you pay full interest for the month.
Right, OK.
That's why you have to pay it off in full, because it's a credit card. So that's the first one. Not everyone will get it. It's for bigger spenders, and it's quite tough on credit scoring. There's a sister card, also by Amex, called the Amex Gold Card.
Right.
With that one, if you put £3,000 on it in the first 3 months, so it's only for bigger spenders, but if you're doing all your family supermarket spend on it as well, you may well get there. And it's also similar credit scoring, and you must pay it off in full. It will give you £115 worth of Amazon or M&S vouchers, and that's paid after 3 months.
Useful. Plus,
you get 2 £5 cashbacks at Deliveroo a month, plus you get 4 airport lounge passes.
Oh, wow.
So, again, for higher spenders, that's a good one. Now, we'll move away from the credit cards that can be tougher to get and go for the safer option for most people, which is a debit card.
Yep.
It's the Chase debit card. You get it via the Chase app, but you don't need to switch banks to do it. And crucially, it doesn't credit check you. It just does an ID check. So it's easy to get for anybody to get. So you get this app, you get a debit card, both a virtual and a real debit card. You load it up with money because you're not switching from your normal account. You still get your normal bank account. The money you're going to spend on it. And on almost all spending, you get 1% cash back up to £15 a month. So if you do your normal spending on that, then you're going to be maxing out at 180 quid a year. There's no debt involved because it's a bank account and it's a debit card and it doesn't have an overdraft. You load up what you want to spend, you put it on there. It's so easy. 1% cash back up to 180 quid a year. So that's where we start.
OK, so they're the cards. There's websites, aren't they? Online sort of retailer websites, things like Top Cashback, Quidco. How do they work?
Well, they're the big 2, yes. So what these are sites. Now, normally a lot of sites get paid affiliate links when you go through them in order to get money. What these sites do is they say, we're going to give you some of the money we get paid. Instead of putting content or whatever on our site, we're just going to give you a link and share the revenue with you. So if you shop through these sites, you get a split of their revenue. In fact, they tend to say you get 100%, but then there's overages and other things that they get on top. So we'll call it a split of revenue. But these are the 2 big ones. I mean, some people make hundreds or thousands of pounds a year by shopping through these across the year. And you can do this on top of the credit cards. Now, what I would say about the cashback websites, the cashback is not always 100% guaranteed. Sometimes there are tracking issues. Sometimes they don't pay. So do not let the cashback tail wag the dog. Right. What I mean by that is, if you've got something that costs £100 here and it costs £105 here with 10% cash back, bringing it down to 95 quid, I'd probably pick the cheaper option and try and get £2 or £3 cash back on that. So always focus on getting the right product for you, then see if you can get cash back on top of it, rather than saying, oh, this gives me the bigger cash back, because then if the cash back weren't to be tracked on that particular transaction, you'd be worse off. But generally, great things to use that really help put money in people's pockets. And a lot of the hardcore money savers out there swear by cashback websites and make hundreds or thousands of pounds a year.
What about mobile rewards?
This is the last one. This is the triple one. This is like the icing on the cake.
Go on.
So there is an app called Airtime Rewards.
OK.
And with Airtime Rewards, you link it to your mobile phone account on O2, EE, Vodafone 3 and a few others. And then when you shop at over 200 retailers, just tracking via your bank account, it then gives you cash back between 1% and 15% on top. So if you do it right, you're paying on the card via the cashback website and Airtime Rewards is tracking. You're getting your cashback from the card, the cashback from the cashback website, and you're getting a discount on your mobile phone bill on top. Now, all of that can really add up to hundreds, if not thousands of pounds a year if you do it right. And this, if you're not doing it, this is the point to start.
Right.
But if you're doing the credit card, I'm just going to bow back, get ready again. Make sure you pay the card off in full every month, or the interest you are charged will dwarf any cashback gain.
We will make sure we put all these details on the app so people can understand exactly. We're out of time, but I know that the one thing you do want to say is about Christmas and think about budgeting Christmas. Don't go crazy.
Overspend.
So the most important thing, people have a lust list of everything they want. Wrong place to start. What you need to do is say, how much money do I have to spend this Christmas? And then, once you've worked that out, ask yourself, what's the best possible Christmas I can have on that amount of money? People will know for years, it's the biggest thing I've ever done, most viral video I've ever done. The other thing is now's the time to agree with friends and family and no unnecessary present pact. It's not about for the kids, not about for the spouse, but those wider colleagues and cousins and teachers and whatever, or friend that you're going to agree with and say, let's not buy this year, let's give to charity, give a card, or just well wish, because we end up doing tit-for-tat giving, and that means lots of tat that goes in landfill.
Yes, you don't want a New Year financial hangover, do you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Martin, lovely to see you. Thank you very much. Oh, hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.